Have you ever been going through life and you have everything planned and then out of nowhere, boom, life happens. And you're like, what? What do I do? Where do I go? This isn't how I planned it. Well, that's where I come in the picture. Welcome to the messy middle. I'm your host, Cassie Covey, and I will help you get through that. Let's do this. I apologize about this audio. It's a little staticky. It was recorded on my phone. It was on my heart, and it's just too good to re-record. So, let's do this. Here we go. Hey, this episode is, man, this might hit you pretty deep. I really hope it does. So, pull up a chair. I'm going to tell you the stuff you don't want to hear, but you need to hear it, okay? So yesterday I'm eating at this restaurant, and I look around, and it's not a normal place I would eat. But I look around and I'm seeing everyone, and my brain automatically goes to, man, I can help these people. I can help them live such a healthier life, I can help them live a healthier lifestyle. And I'm looking and I see what used to be me, okay? So I see people with glasses of pop and they're just drinking it like crazy. Like it's no big deal. That's what you do, And I'm seeing them with these heaping plates of food, of things that as they're eating it, I'm like, man, if they really understood how that food was, what it was doing to their body, like how do they feel after they eat this food? Like I'm just picturing it because, dude, that was me. Like that was me. And I see them and my heart hurts because we don't know what we don't know. And that's how I look at it as, man, I can help these people. Like I really can help them. If I just educate them on what they're eating and how they're eating no protein at all, just nothing but carbs, nothing but fats, nothing to help them get any stronger. It's just to help them get bigger. And get bigger, I mean get fatter. And that's what it is. It's just putting fat on your body. It's not putting any muscle on your body. So as I sit there and I'm like, man, and I see this kid, he's probably, 18, 19, 20. And I look at the food on his plate and dude, I was so proud. He had broccoli. He had I think he was drinking water and he had just he knew what he was doing. And you looked at him and you can tell that he knew what he was doing. He knew how he was eating. You looked at his body and you could tell. He knew. But then as I look at everyone else, I'm thinking, this is like a vicious cycle because we don't know these things and we get so overwhelmed and we're so caught up in everyday life. And then maybe these people have tried to change. Maybe they've tried to change their eating. I did millions of times, but maybe they've fallen off and then they fell off many, many times. So as they do it, they feel like they failed. So why start again when you feel like you fail? And you just keep restarting and restarting. And man, the mental aspect that plays on your brain is so torturous because it's like a vicious cycle that just keeps going on and on and on. So basically, people are just living in survival mode and just doing what they do because do they know any better? Do they know how to keep going? Do they know that how they're fueling their body is what's making them feel crappy, like how they're feeling? Because I can look at their faces and I can see how they're carrying themselves. They don't love themselves. They don't feel good. You can tell. You can totally tell. And that was me. That was so me. And I didn't even know it for so long. So I think that's the majority of people, and they don't know it. They just think they feel good. They don't know where to start because there's so many fad diets. There's so much crazy stuff, and people want to cut out all these different food groups because this is going to make me feel this way. This is going to make me feel that way. And it's just a vicious cycle, and you keep going over and over, and then you feel like you failed. So what do? That's where I come in. That's where I help you. I help you get out of your head. That's what you need to do. Eat all your food groups. Cut back what you're doing. Eat some protein. Prioritize your protein. It just amazed me that when you're around people and they're eating like that, you don't really know because you're eating like that. So it's kind of like if you're always maybe, let's say you go to church constantly. Like that's your thing. And you surround yourself with people who go to church and you surround yourself with believers. Well, then all of a sudden you go out in the real world and you're around people that
aren't like you. And you're like, wait a minute. Whoa, this is what it's like because you don't know what you don't know. So it's the same thing. When I go to other places and I'm around people who take care of themselves, by that I mean they prioritize the food that they put in their body, and they prioritize themselves by showing up and making time for themselves and knowing that they have one body and they're going to take it seriously and they're going to treat it the best that they can. When you surround yourself with that, then you see that becomes your normal. Well, then when you go out in the real world, that's not everyone's normal. That's just not how everyone is. And is it because they don't know any different? Is it because that's how they've always grown up? Is it because they don't know where to start? Is it because they have a fear of change? That's what I think it is. It's a fear of change. It's a fear of not knowing where to start. It's a fear of I'm comfortable and now you're asking me to get uncomfortable. Whoa, that's scary. It's really, really scary. But if you don't get uncomfortable, then you always stay like you are. And you have one body. One body. So here's what you do. Here's what I'll suggest that will help you. And it's not going to be overwhelming. Okay? Are you ready? So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to start logging your food because you don't know what you don't know. You may think that you don't eat a lot, and that might be true. You don't eat a lot of what your body needs, but you eat a lot because you didn't get the size that you are and have as much fat on your body by not eating a lot. And I know that might hurt, but you need to hear it because I was that person. So I know exactly how it feels to hear it, and I know exactly how it feels to walk in those shoes. And sometimes you need that hard truth because that's what's going to help you get better. And if you can't handle it, right now is not your time then. Get out of your feelings and come back when you can. Because if you want to do better, then you need to know better. Okay? So the first thing is you're going to log your food. That's going to be super, super eye opening. Like, seriously. I need you to log all your food and everything you drink. Okay? Everything. I know you don't want to do it. It's going to be a little overwhelming, but I need you to do this. Stick with me. Do it for 7 days. Okay? I want the weekends included in that. See, the weekends, let's talk about the weekends because you're going to include those because sometimes you think the weekends are different. You think, oh man, I eat great during the week and then the weekend comes and, that's my time. I'm just going to do whatever. Well, those weekends could be what's holding you back. So you logging your food, not changing anything, just logging your food is going to show you the bigger picture. You're going to step out. You're not going to zoom into this, okay? Right now you're zoomed in. Now I need you to step out, look at this bigger picture because that could be what's holding you back. This is going to show it to you. Numbers don't lie. Data doesn't lie. But we lie to ourselves over and over and over again. That's just what we do. We want to feel better. So we tell ourselves what we want to hear and we become that story. That's just what we do. Okay. So log your food. You've done it for 7 days. Everything's cool. All right. Don't miss a day because if you miss a day, you need to start over because that means you're really not as serious as you think you are and you just don't want to get uncomfortable. Okay? You think, oh, I ate something bad. I don't want to log it because I ate something bad. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Log your food. Everything. Every little bite. When you walk past the kid's plate and they say that they're full and there's one chicken nugget left and you eat that chicken nugget, log that chicken nugget. Log that tater tot that you ate as you walk past the air fryer, okay? Log it. It counts. I know you think it didn't hit your plate yet, so it doesn't count. But it counts. Log the tater tot. Log the french fry. Or french fries. Because you're not stopping at one. And you're not stopping at one tater tot. So log it. It's okay. Quit feeling like you're doing something wrong. That's the problem. Guilt kicks in. And you feel like you do something wrong. So then you feel like, oh, I can't do this anymore. But you can. So keep going. So you're going to log for 7 days. All right? After that 7 days is up, I want you to see the majority of the food you're eating. I can about guarantee you that you're not getting enough protein. You think you are. You really think you're getting a lot of protein, but you're not. And I can look at your body and tell that you're not because how you take care of yourself, your body shows that. And it's not a mean thing. It's just a fact. You can't change the facts. You can get in your feelings about them, but a fact is a fact. And since you want to change, we're going to take these facts and we're going to make a plan off these facts, keep you uncomfortable, and get you to where you need to go. That's just how we're going to do it. So you have those 7 days. You're going to see that you're not getting enough protein. So then what I want you to do is after those 7 days, I want you to start focusing on eating at least 30 grams of protein with every meal. That's 3 meals. Prioritizing your protein, 30 grams of protein. So if you're not reaching 100 grams a day, I want you to focus on getting 100 grams a day. Okay? So it's going to be 30 grams in the morning for your breakfast, or if you don't eat breakfast until afternoon, I don't care. Just 3 meals. All right? So 30 grams in the morning for breakfast, 30 for lunch, 30 for dinner. That's 90. You fit the 10 grams anywhere in there in a snack, in a protein snack. That means that those calories, majority of those calories are going to come from protein, okay? So I don't want you eating just potato chips for your snack. I want you to prioritize. You're going to look at the ingredients and you're going to see how much protein it has. You're going to have a protein snack, okay? If you need info on protein snacks, just message me. Hit me up on Instagram, Facebook, email me, whatever. Whatever you need to do. Tell me what you need and I'll send you info on it. All right? But this is what you're going to do. This is where you're going to start because you're important and you matter. And the way you take care of yourself matters. Not just for you, but for generations after you. Because you're not the only one here. You're not the only one who is looking at what you're doing. Everyone around you. You're inspiring everyone around you and you're teaching them. You don't even realize it. They're looking at your habits. And those habits are going from generation to generation. Don't leave them with bad habits. Don't set them up to fail. Maybe you were set up to fail and you don't know any different. That's okay. You're going to change it because now you know different. You know better, so you're going to do better. So that's what you're going to do. You're going to show up. You're going to log your food for 7 days. If you miss a day, you're going to start over. Yes, it's going to be painful. Yes, you're not going to want to do it. But you know what? You're going to do it because you're serious about this. Because this is bigger than you. Take pride in yourself. Love yourself. Don't tell me you don't have time. Don't tell me that you don't know where to start. You have time. You're going to schedule yourself in. You know where to start. I'm telling you where to start. Your brain's trying to keep you comfortable. You're telling your brain, nope, this is what you're going to do. So you're going to write it down. You're going to do it every single day. 7 days of logging your food. I don't care how bad you don't want to do it. You're going to show up. You brush your teeth every day. You comb your hair every day. Change your clothes every day. You're going to do this every day because you are important. You are worth it. Everyone around you is picking up on everything that you're doing and you're inspiring them. So are you going to leave them with bad habits or are you going to leave them with good habits? You're going to leave them with good habits. You're going to show them how to love themselves, how to take care of themselves for them and for future generations. There are no excuses. You know better, so you're going to do better. Log your food for 7 days. Okay? After those 7 days, you're going to see where you're at. Then you're going to prioritize your protein. You're going to make sure that you're going to work on it. You're going to prioritize it with every meal. Every meal is going to be centered around protein. Go for at least 30 grams for each meal. If you can't hit the 30, that's fine. Start where you're starting. Just don't give up. Just aim to hit 30 each time. But don't stop just because you didn't make it your first day or your second day. It's okay because each day you're going to do better. You're going to be 1% better today than you were yesterday. So that means showing up and prioritizing your protein. That's key. Prioritize it. You'll get to the 30 grams a meal. You'll get there. Just prioritize it. You have to start somewhere. So don't give up. All right? So prioritize it. 30 grams for each meal. It's going to give you around 90 grams. And then I want you to hit at least 100. Have some protein snacks if you want a snack. Okay? So let's do this for 7 days after that. And let's see where you're at. And you keep going. And on this, if you miss a day you don't get 100, that's fine. That's totally fine because all this is you're prioritizing your protein. So you are centering your meal around protein. Okay? Listen to that. Your meal is centered around protein. That is your main thing, protein. And you're going to keep working. If you don't hit 100 grams, it's okay. You're going to aim to be better today than you were yesterday. And each day you get better. And you will hit 100 grams. And then when you do that, you keep going. And you're going to do that when you hit 100 grams. You're going to do that for at least 2 weeks. Yeah, let's go for 2 weeks. And just keep going. You're not giving up. You're not giving up at all. Because this is going to show you how to become better one step at a time. Not overwhelming. We're not failing. We're not even mentioning the word fail because we only learn from everything that goes the way that we don't want it to go. Okay? So we don't fail. We just learn. And if you do fail, if you think you do, it's okay. You learned. You learned what you did and how you can improve on it. So you're showing up every day. Okay? That's what I want you to do. So let's go over this again. So you're going to do that for 7 days. Okay? And remember, if you miss a day when you're logging your food, what are you doing? You're starting over. Okay? It's going to stick with you and you're going to get tired of starting over from day one. So you're going to continue to go. And you're going to continue to log your food until you get to 7 days. Okay? After the 7 days, you're going to look and you're going to start prioritizing your protein. Each meal you have is going to be centered around protein. You're going to aim for 30 grams every single day. Aim for 100 for the whole day, but 30 grams per meal. If you don't hit it every day, that's okay. You're working your way up there. When you hit 100 grams, you're going to go for that for 2 weeks. So that's what you're going to do. That's where you're going to start. There are no excuses. Okay? Are you ready? I've given you everything you need. If you need any other ways on like what I've said or anything, just email me if you have questions. I'll put the email in the show notes. Hit me up on Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Let me know what questions you have. I'll send you some tips, or I'll be your cheerleader, cheering you on. That's what you need. I'll hold you accountable. Sometimes we need that. Your friends, your family, all that, they can't hold you accountable. They don't want to deal with your grumpiness. Me, I don't care. I don't care if you're grumpy. I don't care what you do. The facts don't lie. That's what I go by. It's the data. It doesn't lie. Our feelings lie. Our feelings keep us comfortable. So remember that. You need accountability. And it's okay. Accountability is okay. You need to be called up, not called out. Okay? That's what we're here to do. We're here to call you up, not to call you out. Here to make a change so you can become better. God gave you one body. One body. You spent all these years not taking care of that one body. Don't you think it's time that you step up and take care of the one body that God gave you and honor your body in every way you can? That way you're around. That way you've done everything that you can to take care of yourself for you and for everyone around you. I mean, come on now. Sounds pretty good to me. And you're just going to feel amazing. You're going to feel so much better because you're tracking your food. You're seeing how things affect you. You're going to be like, oh, I'm tired after I eat that. Oh, my stomach hurts after I eat that. This is everything you're going to learn. Dude, I'm so excited for you. Like super excited. I know this process and I know what it'll do for you. And I know how it's going to help you. This is your start. This is how you get started on everything. So are you ready? Are you ready to go? Are you ready to get uncomfortable? To start to change and to be the best version of yourself? I'm ready for you. Let's do this.